Cancer, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Cancerians, it's quite a lovely year for you ahead, even though we are beginning on a quiet note with Mercury that is retrograde. We are moving ahead with eclipses that are there in February and August. Mid-year, we have Venus that is going retrograde, and then we have a new moon as well. We have the beautiful, expansive giver planet, Jupiter, that is moving signs in October. And we are wrapping up this year with the mighty Saturn that moves for the next 3 years. Let me break down the year. We're beginning the year with Mercury that is retrograde. It has been retrograde since December 20th and it carries on being so till about 9th of January. So it's really a time to be reflecting on the year gone by. It's a time to be looking back at things that worked, the lessons that you have learned, and the lessons that can be implemented now in the life as the 2017 year unfolds. We have a lunar eclipse, and this is happening around the 6th of February, and it's happening in a part of your chart that is all about money and it's about self-worth. And during this time, you would like to define what is it that you own, what is it that you possess materially. And a lot of focus is there on to be creating financial wealth and security for yourself. And this is a time where your own needs will seem very important to you, Cancerians. You're going to be in a place where you are going to be focusing more on security, especially material security. And because this house also rules self-esteem and values, you will find that the amount of money that you earn, that is in itself a validation as to how good you feel about yourself or how secure emotionally you feel. Try, however, not to equate yourself with the material wealth that is there and how much value you're putting onto the material life that is there around you. Try to also not look at your own values, your conditions through the lens of money during this phase. Let others know during this time what is it that you've accomplished, what is it that your skill sets, your competencies are. And but while letting others know and while sharing is one thing, but sort of trying to rub it in or getting onto a place where there's too much of ego, refrain from doing so. On the 26th, we have a solar eclipse that is there in a part of your chart that is about philosophy. It is about higher mind and spirit, and it is a very, very expansive house. And during this time also you're joining solar eclipses happening in a part of your chart which already has Neptune over there. So a sense of maybe disillusionment is there, or there's a sense of even being in a position where you can almost delude yourself into believing things which may not truly exist. And specifically because this has to do with philosophy, it has to do with expansion of the mind, it has to do with knowledge. It may be that though you may really want to expand your mind, or you may want to let others know as to where it is in life that you have reached, it could be a time maybe that more knowledge is required. Maybe you need to be learning more or adding a skill set during this point of time. It's a great time to be exploring new cultures. It's a great time to be dealing with people with different countries, different ethnicities, learning more about whether the way how they work or how they live. And this in itself will broaden your mind and it will enrich you. Your spirituality will also undergo a change during this time. They can be that there are some deep-seated philosophies or mindsets that you may have, conditioning that you may have since the time that you were very young. Some of them, unfortunately, can also be almost self-sabotaging, where you will feel that, I can't do this or I can't achieve this. So try not to let the self-defeating attitude get the better of you. From March 6th to April 15th, we have Venus that is retrograde in your house of career and reputation, and then it again moves on to your house of expansion, mind and philosophy. So during the first phase of Mercury retrograde, try to reflect on your work, Maybe something needs to get done properly. Maybe all the loops are not tied. Maybe you need to go back on your work plans. Maybe you need to relook at your career, whether you are on the not just in the right direction, but whether the road that you have taken, is it the right road to the destination as to where it is that you want to go. You may also find that you really you could be getting quite bogged down by your own belief system. And this again comes to play because the entire year there's a lot of focus on your self beliefs. And try and revive your self confidence. Have a lot of faith. It's about having faith, it's about having vision, it's about self belief. So try, despite whatever the situation may be, try and have a lot of faith in yourself and your own capabilities. It could be that you may feel that you're being denied something at this time, maybe an opportunity, but it's really a time where you need to preserve more. You need to stay persistent, Cancerians. On the 7th of August, we have a lunar eclipse, and it is there in your house of joint finances, sexuality, and transformation. And with a full moon over here, it's a good chance that you'll get to transform something in your life. It's a good time to let go of some emotional baggage. It's almost like spring cleaning your mind. So whether they are again values, or whether they are philosophies, or whether you've been told enough that this is not possible, or this is not going to work for you, transform that energy into something more productive, something more constructive. And it can also be something almost physical, like renovating your house or transforming your own physical self. This also indicates a time of power struggle. So if you are in a relationship which is slightly competitive, and you feel that you need to be getting the bigger part of whether it is credit or it is acknowledgement, try and have a balance. Try and step into your partner's shoes also and look at the situation. From 12th of August to 5th of September, we have Mercury that is retrograde in your house of day-to-day chores and your health. A time to be looking, slowing down, taking care of your diet, maybe revisiting a doctor, maybe getting yourself diagnosed for something that has been worrying you. A time also to be slowing down on your day-to-day things that may irritate you, may seem cumbersome. But try and go revisit that list, start taking it off one by one. Try not to be too impatient that you just want to get everything done. It may just seem a little frustrating more than anything. So have that patience, because Mercury is going to be slowing things down around and these things are very mundane. It's nothing that is really important, but it will give you an opportunity to relook. It will give you an opportunity to revise and even retweak maybe your plans surrounding your health and your diet as well. On the 21st of August, we have a solar eclipse that is there in your house, again, of your joint finances and sexuality and intimacy. And this is a time really where you're being asked as to how it is that you deal as far as power is concerned. And this house rules taxes, debts, other people's money. And it can be that your partner is doing quite well during this time, and you could benefit through your partner's success over here. And they can be something that, because this house is also about transformation, that you will be able to get rid of something. It can be something that has been maybe some baggage from the past that has been bothering you, and you've not been able to let go of it. So it's a good time to be sort of making an effort and getting rid of that baggage. Good time for renovations, Cancerians. On 11th October, we have the beautiful Jupiter that has been there in your own sign. That's the house which rules family and siblings and your parents, and it moves to a part of your chart that is all about love. It's about romance, it's about creativity, and it's about children. So quite a lovely time. You'll have your share of fun, laughter, creative projects. It's a time where some of you could get engaged or could get into a serious committed relationship. And it can also be that for those of you who are single, that you could meet someone who's really potential um, as a life partner, and you could feel very drawn and almost feel sort of compelled to make a commitment or make a connect over here. Healthy risks will pay off, but try and be careful of overconfidence and try not to sort of get into too much of speculative investments during this time. From 3rd of September to 22nd, we have Mercury, which goes retrograde again. So we began the year with Mercury that was retrograde in your house of day-to-day chores and health. And Mercury is again reminding you over here that maybe your health needs to be taken care of. Maybe you need to be looking at the finer details, chores, or your day-to-day life, your work area, your environment around your work area. Maybe you need to be changing something around it. Last but not the least, we have the mighty Saturn, and he's moving now for almost 3 years, and it moves to your house of relationships and partnerships. And this is a time where Saturn is, first of all, nothing to be feared about, and all of us worry and say that, oh, I'm going to be having a bad time with Saturn coming over there. But Saturn is, besides being a taskmaster, he is simply a teacher planet. Look at him as a parent planet, someone who's come back to take you back to the blackboard and get your foundation right. And as far as relationships and partnerships, business partnerships are concerned, if they have been eluding you for the longest of time, during the Saturn transit, there can be situations, circumstances, people who come along your way who could make you transform, or you could be more in situations where you are required to be putting in some amount of work over here. And Saturn, whenever he leaves home, whenever he leaves your house after 2.5 to 3 years, he leaves a gift if you have been good and if you have worked hard. He leaves a gift for life for you. So roll up your sleeves, Cancers, and ensure that you're not sort of overwhelmed by the Saturn energy. Make it work for you, work along with it, and see to it where in partnerships, where it is more that you can transform and you can bring about a change. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Cancerians. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.